Let there be a sky. Let God said, God created the world through speech, and therefore his thoughts was in his speech. But on Shabbat he stopped creating, and so he lifted up the world to his essence. God took the world and he lifted up the world to his essence, to his internal place. And that's what happens on Shabbat. Look at the word Shabbat in Hebrew. 3 letters. Shin, Bet, Taf. The word Shabbat. Same words. Scramble it. Same letters, you see. Shin, Bet, Taf. Same 3 letters. It means Tashev, to return. Because what happens at 7:07 is God takes the world, and all of us can join him if we want. And he takes it and he turns it to its essence. He lifts up the world to a place that's closer to God's. That is what Shabbat is all about. So yes, Shabbat is a day of rest, that I'm there with my family, and I'm physically resting, emotionally resting, but it's also a time if I want to join the bandwagon, I can simply turn off that switch or turn off that phone, and I join that bandwagon, and the entire world is uplifted to a deeper, more a place more meaningful, a place that's closer to God. As Mark said, I now become part of the real reality, the essence of God. So it's not just God is returning to his essence, but rather the world. God is taking the world and returning the world to its essence, the purpose of the world. That's why it's the end of the week. It's the end of the week because that's the goal. Sunday I start my week in order to get to Shabbat, the goal of the week. And so Sunday through Friday, it's like we're outside God in the palace. It's like we're outside the palace. We see there's a palace. I'm outside. The world is on a lower place. And we're outside and we work. We work hard. And you physically feel it. That you're sort of disconnected with your reality, with who you really are. Because you're just involved with your routine. Wake up, kids, school, buses, chores, activities, work, after school, homework, bedtime, dead, sleeping. That's my day. Is that your day too? Pretty much everyone's day, right? How come only the women are saying yes? The men are like, no, I go to work.
We're all zombies. We're sleeping now.
Shabbat is I go into the throne room. Shabbat is I go into the throne room. I'm in the throne room with God. During the week, I'm out to the palace. On Shabbat, I'm given the opportunity to actually enter the throne room and spend time with God himself. That is the essence of Shabbat. And I'm going to conclude with a story. It was a great rabbi whose name was Rav Shmelk of Nikolsburg. Rav Shmelk of Nikolsburg lived 200, it's a true story, approximately 250 years ago. Was not a wealthy man, not at all. It was actually quite the contrary. And although he wasn't wealthy, he had this great passion, this great desire to always help anyone that crossed his path. Anyone that crossed his path. If someone came to him and asked him for money, he would put his hand in his pocket, take out his wallet, empty the wallet, and give it to the person. That's how he was. Unfortunately, there wasn't always a lot of money inside there, but it doesn't matter for him. As long as whatever he was able to give the person, he gave the person. When there was a time that he didn't have any money in his pocket, it bothered him to no end, he ran around finding something to give to this person. And his wife knew this. She I guess, was running the house, because he couldn't be allowed to be responsible for the house, because there wouldn't be any house if he would be responsible for that. And so she would hide things from him, because if she wouldn't, there'd be no money. So she would have hiding places And he would find the hiding place, and she would find a new hiding place, and a third hiding place. And when a poor person would come to the house, knock on the door, he would answer the door, and he would say, sorry, I don't want to pack it, just 1 minute, give me a few minutes. And he would run around, the poor person sees he's running around, opening the drawers, closing the drawers, opening cabinets, all over the place, going to the bedroom, going to this room, till finally, that's where she hid it. And he would take the few dollars that he found over there, a few rubles that he found there, and give it to the poor person. It happened one time, the poor person knocks on the door, and he searches, and he searches, and he searches, and he cannot find anything. Either she really hid it well, or there really was no money left this time. But he couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. Not to give a poor person something cannot be. So he keeps on searching until finally he finds his wife's only piece of jewelry. A necklace that she was given as a gift from the in-laws by the wedding day. Her only piece of jewelry. He finds it. Yes! Finally I have something to give to the poor person. He takes it. He goes to the poor person and says, here, go buy some bread. Great story, huh? Don't you agree? Such a good husband. Tzaddik, right? Don't you want your husband to do the same thing to you? Find your jewelry and then...
Isn't that against Allah?
This is the story. This is the story. A few minutes later, the wife walks in and she sees he's so happy. She says, what are you happy about? I just gave the poor person some money. She goes, which money? We don't have any money. I didn't hide anything this time because we didn't have anything this time. That's why I couldn't find any money. I looked all over the place. I couldn't find anything. Yes, because there was no money, she says. So what did you give him? And she starts to get a little nervous. What do you mean? I went to the room and I found your necklace. My necklace! You gave the poor person my necklace? Do you know how much it's worth? It's not a few rubles. It's worth 5,000 rubles. Are you out of your mind? He goes, oh my gosh. It's worth so much. He runs out of the house and he runs after the poor person. And the poor person sees the guy running. He's changing his mind. So the poor person starts to run away and he's chasing him. He's wait, stop. Until finally he catches up. He says, what do you want? Hanging his pocket. What do you want? What do you want? So he goes, the necklace. Do you know how much it's worth? I don't know. It's worth 5,000 rubles. When you sell it, make sure you don't get a penny less. True story. Why am I telling this story? Is sometimes we get something. This poor person gets something. We don't know the value of it. We don't know that it's worth anything. You're going on the beach and you see a stone, garbage, dirty stone. You don't realize that you just rub it a little bit and you really found a diamond, or a precious ruby or a gem. You get a gift, you give it to a child, a gift, and the child is looking and says, what is this? This is it's a piece of plastic. I don't know what to do with it. Although children today know exactly what to do with these things. I think the next child's going to be born with a phone in their hand, straight from the mother's womb. Or something, not this, something else, whatever it is. You tell the child, I gave this, do you know what this is? This is valuable, it's expensive. Don't play with it too much, don't break it, don't take it to school. Be careful with it if you want to tell the child this is something valuable, something precious, what you can use it for. It's not a hammer, it's not a toy, it's not a bouncing ball. You can do so much more with it. So we started the class with the Gemara, which said that God told Moshe, I have this precious gift in my treasure house. I want to give it to the Jewish people and go and tell them. We must also recognize and realize the true and inherent value of this gift of Shabbat. And if you recognize the value, you keep whatever you're holding on your level of observance of Shabbat, whether you're holding level 1 or level 100, recognize the true value and appreciate it and utilize it for all the simple reasons and all the deep reasons, but take it for what it's truly worth. Shabbat Shalom. I hope this Shabbat will be a little bit more meaningful, a little more special. And please join us next week, same time, same place, for the second class in this lecture series.